So just find a seat, whatever shape you want to put. If you want to cross the legs, extend them, whatever works for you. And we'll go through our flow, offer lots of modifications. Have you guys done? I know you've done a little bit. Have you've done some yoga.
Yeah.
You've done it in quarantine because I know you have.
Online.
Okay, well that's cool. Because some people are like, I haven't done crap during quarantine, and like, no. So we'll still take it easy though. So I just wanted to see where everybody's at. All right, so finding that seat, you can let the eyes close. If you'd rather gaze at the ocean, it's beautiful out there, you're welcome to. And then just start to let the body settle here. And so our theme is connection today, and what that looks like for you, and what that looks like for you, and what looks like that for me will be different, and that's okay. So just take a moment and just start to feel within the body as it connects to the earth. Start to notice the spaces within your physical body, how they feel. Notice if the shoulders are starting to draw up towards the ears. Maybe just let them soften. Let the arms be heavy. And then start to find the breath. Connecting to each inhale and each exhale. Noticing what the breath feels like. Is it fast? Is it slow? Is it congested? Whatever it is. And then taking that connection a little bit further into the self. So that emotional being that lives inside of us all. So take a moment to feel what that feels like. Thoughts that are sort of running through the head. And then taking a moment to just think about your connection with others, with the world, right? We've kind of been lacking that lately. It's our first in-person class that we've been able to have. So take a moment just to reflect on that. What is that like for you now that we're sort of re-entering the world? Do you feel connected to the world around you? Are you excited? Are you worried? Just becoming aware of all of those things, because it's within that awareness that we can actually find that true connection to whatever it is. And then maybe you find an intention around that word connection. What does it mean to connect? Or maybe that's just your intention. Today I will connect in whatever capacity I can. And when you've formed that intention, go ahead and draw the palms together right at your heart center, pressing palms together and thumbs into the heart space. Bring that intention right into your heart. Allow it to flow through the entire body. in that spirit of connection, we'll connect ourselves with a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So finding an inhale, breathing in deeply, filling the belly, the ribs and the heart, and then open the mouth and just sigh it out. Release anything that you don't need. Another time, breath in. Open mouth, let it out. One more time, big deep inhale. Really big exhale, let it all go. Release the hands. And we'll start to find a little movement here. All right, so take an inhale, sweep the arms up towards the sky. And then exhale, right hand comes down. I'm not mirroring you because it's just not happening today. And then take that left arm, really reach it up. So create some space in that left side body, and then take that left arm over the head. So get a nice big stretch here. You may decide to walk that right hand out a few inches, and that will take you a little bit deeper, or you can stay right here. And if you want to take it into more of a heart opener, you can bend the elbow, take the back of the hand to the low back, and just roll that left shoulder open and just gaze towards the sky. So then you'll find a little more opening through the chest as well. Release that bind, take that left arm up, take the right arm up, inhale, exhale, left hand comes down. Right arm reaches up towards the sky with a breath in, and then exhale over towards the left. So take a moment here and that nice deep stretch for the side body. And since we all took that bind, let's go ahead and take it again. Bend the elbow, back of the hand comes to the low back, roll the right shoulder open, and then just take the gaze up over that right shoulder. Your bind, take both arms up towards the sky. Reach all the way up. So reach down through the hips, lengthen up, take an inhale, and then exhale, palms come down to the earth, and just walk your hands out. Come into a little forward fold. Keep both hips rooted down. Extend the arms, extend the spine here. And then just give the head a gentle nod, yes. And then just a gentle shake, no. Taking a moment to notice the body here, how this feels. And then we'll walk the hands back towards the legs. Bringing yourself upright, and let's switch the legs. We've been sitting like this for a while, so give them a little switch. Probably feels wonky. Maybe it's the side you don't normally cross on. It's all good. All right, so moving through a little seated cat-cows, we're gonna take our hands behind you. Press into the fingertips and just start to lift the heart here. Okay. Lift the heart. You're welcome to gaze up if that would feel good. Draw the shoulder blades together. See if you can really open up the chest a little bit more. Release that. Bring the hands in front of you. Interlace the fingers and then press the palms away from you as you round through the upper back. Draw the chin to the chest. This time we're going to spread the shoulder blades apart from one another. So we'll start to move through those two just at your own pace. So inhale as you lift and open the chest. And then exhale, interlace the fingers round the back. So you can hang out in one of those poses for as long as you want. So maybe this just feels really good. Hang out here for an extra breath or two. It's all good. Just kind of move at your own pace. Moving through 2 to 3 more rounds, whatever feels right for you. Making that body connection here. And then the next time you round through the back, that'll be our last one through here. go ahead and make our way onto our knees. So let's get out of this crisscrossy position here. So coming to tabletop, we'll walk the hands out just a couple of inches. Press into the knuckles, turn the Hey, how are you? All good, you're here. We just started not too long ago, so you're good. Curl the toes under, press into the palms, send the hips high. Go ahead and come into a downward facing dog. And then just find any movement that would feel good. So if you want to pedal out the feet, you can pedal out the feet. If you want to shake the hips, shake the hips. And then go ahead and settle into that dog when you're ready. Press into the knuckles. See if you can start to melt the heart towards the earth. Okay? You might start to feel that the hamstrings maybe are tight. If that's the case, soften the knees a bit. Okay? You'll find a little more length in the spine that way. Take a full breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. One more time, breath in. Sigh it out. One more time, inhale. And exhale. This time on the inhale, we're gonna shift forward. So pick up the heels as you draw the shoulders over the wrists, finding a plank pose. Belly's drawn in, palms are still pressing down, and then as you exhale, lift the hips high, once again, returning to that downward facing dog. Okay, so we'll move through that a few times with our breath. Inhale, lift the heels, shift forward, plank pose. Keep the belly strong. Exhale, use the core, draw the hips back up, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, find that plank. Exhale, shift it back, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale, come forward, find your plank. And we're gonna stay here for the exhale. Stay for the inhale. And exhale. Turn the corners of the mouth up as you inhale. And then exhale, lower the knees. And we'll come all the way down to the belly. Okay, uncurl the toes here, press the toenails to the mat. Hug the elbows in. Take an inhale, just lift the head, the neck, the chest. Come into a little baby cobra. Press the elbows down. Notice that that will start to open up the chest a bit more. If you want to challenge yourself, you can float the hands. If you've been surfing, you may not want to, I don't know. Take an inhale, and an exhale, release it down. Press into the hands, and we'll send the hips to the heels. Come right into a child's pose. You can widen the knees if you like. That would feel okay for you. Let the arms extend. And take a moment here in connection. All right, what do you connect most to here? Do you notice the earth below you? Maybe it's the breath. Maybe it's a certain part of the body that's giving you some sensations. Whatever it is, take a moment to find that awareness. Take one more breath here. And then with your next inhale, go ahead and start to lift the body. Walk the hands towards the knees, and we'll come all the way up onto our knees. So if the toes are together, bring them apart so that the feet are in line with the knees. And then take the hands to your imaginary back pockets. Maybe you have back pockets, I don't know. And then draw the belly button in, okay? The tailbone will drop down into the backs of the hamstrings here. And then just roll the shoulders back, lifting and opening the chest. Elbows draw in towards one another. So just a modified camel here, okay? So my palms are resting right on the top part of my booty here. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, release. Take the palms down to the mat, curl the toes under, walk the hands back, and we're gonna come up on our toes in a little squat, and then just let the back round over the knees. So just sort of countering that back bend of that camel. If you need to nod the head, yes and no, you might like to do that. Take a breath. And then exhale, plant the palms, start to lift the hips and let the heels come down to your mat, coming into a forward fold. Knees can stay soft. We haven't been here yet, so don't come right into that forward fold full force yet. And then root into the feet, and we'll just start to roll the body up. Move nice and slow, coming all the way to stand. Sweep the arms up towards the sky, palms come together. And then exhale, draw them into your heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring them to your heart. One more time, inhale, sweep. Exhale, palms together. Take a moment to reflect back on that intention that you set for yourself, whatever that may be. And then we'll just take a little slow, mindful walk towards the top of our mats. Just feeling that connection of the earth underneath you once again. Soft as it may be. And here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, draw them through heart center as you come back into a forward fold. Take a moment here. You can widen the feet a bit if you like. Maybe soften the knees a bit more. You can clasp opposite elbows and just come into ragdoll for a moment. Let yourself hang. If you want to sway, you can sway. You might like to bend one knee and then the other, opening up the hamstrings a bit more. Go ahead and release that bind. Take an inhale, hands come to the shins. Find a little halfway lift. Draw the belly in, reach the crown of the head towards the ocean, and then exhale, forward fold once again. Bend the knees, plant the palms. Left foot's gonna step back, okay? Lower the left knee down. And you can keep the toes tucked or untucked, up to you. And then we'll just start to shift the hips back and forth. So you can pick up the toes, you cannot pick up the toes, just sort of easing into it. And then when you feel ready, go ahead and settle into that low lunge. Root into that right foot and start to press the belly into the right thigh, okay? That will help to open up the chest here. So almost like you've got this light shining out of your heart space and you want to shine it forward towards all those ocean animals out there, your fellow surfers. Keep that open heart, plant the palms, tuck the toes under if they're not already, and just pick up the left knee. So coming into a little runner's lunge. As you're here, see if you can press that left thigh up towards the sky. Ah, there we go. Really active legs here, beautiful. Keep that strength in the legs, plant the left palm, and we'll send the right arm to reach for the sky. Find a little twist here. Draw the right hip in towards the center. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the palm. Step the right foot back, you're in a plank pose. So you can come into that little vinyasa by lowering the knees and then coming into the belly. If you're like, dude, I want a chaturanga, you can go for it. Up to you, either way. We're gonna lower it down, knees or no knees. Inhale, rise to cobra or up dog, whichever your body's ready for. And then exhale, meet in a downward facing dog. Take one breath here in this dog pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, right foot steps between our palms. We're gonna keep the back knee lifted, snuggle the feet into the sand as much as you can, and when you're ready, rise all the way up, coming into a high lunge. Find your balance, take an inhale here, and then exhale, bend the elbows, lift the heart. So cactusing the arms, lifting, shining the heart space here. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen the arms back up. Exhale, plant the palms. Left foot steps up to meet your right. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And then an exhale, forward fold. We're gonna move right into the next side. So bend the knees, plant the palms. This time the right foot steps back. Lower the knee. And then uncurl the toes or not, totally up to you. And then again, just sort of easing into it, shifting the hips forward, back, whatever your body needs to kind of get into this. And then when your body feels ready, settle into that lunge. Root through that left foot. Press the belly into the left thigh. Draw the shoulder blades together. Shine the heart. Beautiful. Keep that open chest. Plant the palms. Pick up the back knee. Toes are tucked under if they're not already. Press the right thigh up towards the sky. There we go. Keep the booty low, but press that right thigh up. Beautiful, guys. Changes things, doesn't it? Yeah. So, and then squeeze the thighs together. See what that changes for you. Yeah. Plant that right palm, left arm reaches for the sky. Find a twist here. Keep pressing that back thigh up. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the palm. Step it back to plank. We're gonna move through a vinyasa. So inhale here. Exhale, lower knees or no knees, up to you, maybe chaturanga. And then inhale, lift, open the heart space, find your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. One breath here, inhale. And out breath. Step the left foot between the palms. We're still pressing that back thigh up towards the sky. Snuggle the feet in. When you're ready, rise up slowly. Find that high lunge here. There we go. Gather your balance. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift and shine the heart. Bend those elbows. Press them back behind you. Inhale, reach towards the sky one more time. Exhale, plant the palms. Right foot steps up to meet the left. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Find that flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. Bring the palms together over the head. Exhale, draw them into your heart center. Beautiful. How we doing? All right, here we go. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Just adding a little, changing a little from where we were before. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Soften the knees. Release it down. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And then an exhale, come into a forward fold once again. So this one will be a little bit different. Soften the knees just a bit. Bring the fingertips to the earth, and we're gonna float that left heel back. So coming into like a supported warrior three. So just reach that left heel behind you. Take a second just to like glance at your toes. Make sure they're facing down so you have this little inner spiral of that left thigh. And then start to press the belly into that right thigh a bit, just like we did in that lunge, and that will lift and open the chest a bit. There we go. So taking the gaze in front of us. So you can hang out here. If you're like itching for a little more, you can add a little, I call it a Shiva squat. So if you want to add that, we'll take an inhale, press into the heel. Exhale, bend both knees. That left knee taps behind the right calf. Up to you, it's optional. Inhale, we're all going for it. I like it. Exhale, Shiva squat, tap it out. One more time, inhale. And exhale, squat. Inhale, come back to that warrior three, press into the heel. Exhale, set the left foot down. So we're not coming really far back. It's a shorter stance than before. That left toe is facing that top left corner. Bend into the right knee and we'll rise up. We're coming into a warrior one. Sweep those arms up. So the hips are facing towards the ocean, and again, just finding a little dynamic movement. Kind of easing into that warrior one. Just straightening, bending the knee. eventually we settle with that bent knee. And then really start to press both feet down, right? So really activate the legs. There we go, beautiful. Draw that right hip back slightly. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, lift and open the heart, press the knuckles down. And then exhale, we'll fold forward, releasing, coming into a humble warrior. Maybe the hands lift from the low back, maybe they don't, it's all good. Keep pressing that back thigh up. Root into the feet, take an inhale, rise back up. Arms reach for the sky. One more time, back into your warrior one. And then exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Your vinyasa, or just come straight into dog if you prefer. Okay, so inhale, exhale, lower. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll step the right foot between the palms. And then just take a little step in with that back foot and then bring the heel down. So basically the same stance as we were a minute ago with that warrior one. Both legs are extended here. Really root the feet down. So find a strong base here. Inhale, find a little halfway lift. Reach the heart towards the ocean. And then exhale, you can fold over that front leg. So just fold to a degree where you feel a stretch, right? We don't have to have our legs totally straight. Find a little micro bend wherever you need it. Take one more breath in pyramid pose. Exhale it out. Soften into the right knee. Walk the hands forward just a bit. And we're going to lift that back leg coming back into that warrior three. Maybe it feels different this time. All right? Pressing into that back heel. Toes are facing down. If you want to play with the hands, if you're like, ooh, I want to take my hands to the heart, go ahead. It's kind of hard on the sand. Beautiful. Nicely done, guys. Take one more breath in your warrior three. Exhale, just set that left foot down next to the right. Bend the knees nice and deep, sink the hips back. It's Angie's favorite pose. Rise up, chair pose. There we go. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Take an inhale. And then exhale, we're gonna sweep the hands behind you, airplaning the arms, the thumbs face down, like you're holding a beach ball behind you. Keep the belly drawn in. What's that?
One side. He's doing it too.
He's doing it too. I love it. And then play with the balance a little bit more. See if you can just lift the heels. Keep the core strong. That's what's going to keep you here. Release the heels. Take an inhale. Sweep it all the way up. Come up to stand. And then exhale. Draw it into your heart center. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. So soften the knees, plant those fingertips, and we'll take the right foot, extend it back behind you for that warrior three on this side. There we go. So strong base leg here. Toes are facing down. Take a peek real quick. Right, spiral that right thigh in. And then press the belly into that left thigh. I mean, it may not actually touch it, right? But that's where your energy is going. So then you're shining the heart forward. Take the gaze just beyond your mat. All right, so we're happy little warriors, and we can add those little squats since we did them on the other side. All right, take an inhale, press into that right heel. Exhale, bend both knees. Tap the right knee to the left calf. Sorry, I had to think about that. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, give it a tap. One more time. Inhale, press. Exhale, tap. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, soften the left knee as you step the right foot down. Okay, coming into that shorter stance once again. Back heel is down. Hips face towards the top of your mat. Bend the left knee, rise up. Find your warrior one. Root both feet down. Pull that left hip back slightly. That'll help you turn the hips. Beautiful. And then you want to ease into it, right? So you can find that little movement. Sometimes getting right into a pose that we haven't done yet is like, we're not ready for it. So just ease into it. You can bend and straighten, you can move the hips, whatever you gotta do. And then when you feel settled, find that stillness, just when you're ready. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands come behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, press the fingertips down, lift and open the heart space. Exhale, humbly forward. Come into a humble warrior. Keep the hips nice and low. Root into both feet really strongly. Inhale, begin to rise back up. Find your warrior one once again. And then exhale, palms plant. Step it back to plank. Either head straight to downward facing dog, or you can move through your vinyasa. Inhaling, exhaling to lower. Inhale, cobra up dog, whichever you prefer. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, we're gonna step the left foot forward. Scooch that back foot up just a bit, finding that shorter stance once again. Back heel is down. Keep pulling the left hip back. Take an inhale, find a flat back. Reach the crown of the head forward. And then as you exhale, you can fold out over the front leg. Beautiful. So big, deep stretch. Take a couple breaths here. Notice the sensations. Maybe you've got some thoughts like, why am I here? What is Jen doing? It's all valid. It's all good. And then come up halfway, soften the front knee. Walk the hands forward just a couple of inches. And we're coming back to that warrior three. So float the back leg once again. So again, maybe it feels different. Maybe you feel like, yeah, I can take my palms together, really add a little bit of balance here. Nice, beautiful. Keep breathing. Take one more round of breath here. And then we'll just set that right leg down next to the left. And then bend the knees. Get those hips nice and low. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Find that chair pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, arms sweep back. Give them a little airplane here. Keep drawing the belly towards the spine. Lift the heels. Find that balance. One more breath. Release the heels. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Stand all the way up. Exhale, palms come together at your heart. Take a moment. Reconnect. Where have you lost that connection? Maybe you haven't. Start to come back to the body and really feel the feet underneath you. So feel that connection. We're gonna come into a little balance series, so if you need to like tap it out so it's kind of even, even it out, right? And then find that connection, okay? So root the feet. Let them ground you. And then when you feel ready, start to bend that left knee, lifting it up. So bringing that left thigh parallel to the sand. I know it's gonna feel a little weird here, all right? You can keep the palms together at your heart, if you like, or you can raise them up. This will be a little more challenging. I'm keeping mine at my heart today. All right, so here we go. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, just start to lean forward, and we're gonna come into that warrior three once again. So send that left heel back behind you. Keep the belly nice and strong. We're gonna rise back up. Take an inhale, lift that left knee. Woo. Exhale, send it back. So play around with the arms, see what helps you here. One more time. Inhale, lift the knee. Here you go. Exhale, this is it. Send it right back behind you. And we're gonna stay here for 3 full breaths. If you fall out, it's all good, right? We're in the sand. You've got somewhere soft to land. One more breath in. Take an inhale. Exhale, soften that front knee, step the left foot back. The left heel stays lifted. We're coming to a high lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Woo! Exhale, plant the palms. There you go. Inhale. Where are we? Oh, step the right foot back. Sorry.
Distracted. I don't know where we
I know. It's like, where are we? Huh?
Where are you taking us?
And then find that vinyasa, or you can just head straight to dog. So up to you. All right. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift and open your heart space. And then exhale, downward facing dog. That's where we're going. Okay. So this time we're going to inhale, send the right leg to reach for the sky. Give it a little stretch. And then bend that right knee, shift forward, set it down behind the right wrist. We're coming in for pigeon. Okay, so set the left leg down, wiggle that left foot back, uncurl the toes. If you're like, not today, we can do this on our backs. And if this is too intense, you can actually bend that back knee. And this is like a yin pose called deer. You get the same thing, it's just less stressful for the knees and the hips. So, and if you're here, take a moment, find that upright. Open up the heart, take a breath in. You're welcome to stay upright if this is working for you. But if you want to fold out over the legs, you can come into a sleeping pigeon. Lower yourself down onto the elbows, or maybe stack the fists and just take the forehead right on top. Give that outer right hip a little bit of a stretch after all that work it just did. Noticing any sensations, maybe the low back or the hips are talking to you. Maybe you're starting to draw the shoulders up towards the ears or clench the jaw. That's one of my favorites. By favorites, I mean I shouldn't be doing it, but I do. Yeah. So notice that. See if you can let all those things go. Take one more round of breath here. We'll slowly start to take our palms back to the earth. Planting them down. Curl the back toes under. Lift that back knee. And then we'll send that right leg back up towards the sky. Give it a little stretch. Maybe a shake, whatever you need. Bend the knee, whatever you got. And then just set it down when you're ready. Take the gaze between the palms. And then we'll just walk or hop the feet towards the top of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. And then an exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way to stand. Palm comes together. And then exhale, draw them into your heart. So reconnect to the ground. Tap it out if you need to.
You're having so much fun.
Huh?
Your kiddos are having a lot of fun.
They love it. That's why Beach Yoga is great. We do yoga, they play. It's perfect. All right. So now we get to do the other side. So take a moment, reconnect. Feel the earth below you. Feel that strength of the legs, support of the earth. And then as you're ready, we'll draw the right knee up towards you. So bend the knee, flex the foot, draw the belly in. Beautiful. Yeah, you can play with the arms, hands at your heart. Maybe you lift them back up towards the sky if you liked that last time. Or maybe you find a combination between the two as you move. Okay? So take an inhale here. As you exhale, just tip forward, send the right heel behind you, arriving in that warrior three. We've been here before. Inhale, press into the left heel as you rise back up. Lift the knee. Find somewhere to gaze. It'll move. Exhale, shift it back. So as you shift back, your gaze is probably shifted, right? One more time. Inhale, lift. And then exhale, send it back. And we're gonna take a few breaths here. So if you want to change the position of your hands, change the position of your hands. It's all good. Keep drawing the belly in. Pressing into both feet really strongly. Take one more inhale. Exhale, soften the front knee, step the right foot back. Woo! Inhale, sweep the arms up. We're in that high lunge. Back heel is lifted this time. And then exhale, plant the palms. We're gonna move through our vinyasa here. Step it back to plank. You can head straight to dog if you're over the vinyasas, or you can move through it. Yogi's choice. When you're ready, we find that downward facing dog. This time we'll inhale the left toes to reach for the sky. Okay, so give the leg a little stretch. You can open the hip, whatever you want to do here. And then we'll take the left knee behind the left wrist this time, setting the leg down, releasing the hips, inch that right foot back a little, uncurl the toes. Again, you have that option to bend that back knee, bringing it into a deer pose if that feels better for you. You get that same stretch for that outer hip. All right, so take a moment here, take an inhale, and then you're welcome to fold forward if you like. Ray's already there. He's like, I'm in it. Again, just taking a moment to see where you can soften. Soften through the jaw and the face. Or any other parts of the body that need a little extra release. And take one more round of breath. And slowly starting to make your way back up. Plant the palms. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee, and then we'll send that left leg to reach back towards the sky. Give it a little stretch or a shake or whatever you need to do. Just set it back down when you're ready. And then lower the knees to the earth. Set the hips back to the heels. Take a moment in a child's pose. Arms extend, knees as wide as you like. Coming up onto fingertips, like you've got a little cupcake underneath the palms. So lifting the elbows from the mat. Just give the back body a little bit more length here. And then you can release the palms back to the earth and soften back into that child's pose. Take just a couple of rounds of breath. Inhale, go ahead and start to lift the body, coming to all fours. And then just swing the legs around to make our way onto our bum. You need to take a little booty scooch forward on your mat. Do that. And let's do one little round of core. You good with that little core? Sure. Why not? Yeah? All right. Classic boat, let's do it. All right, so start with the feet down, take the hands behind the knees, and just start to lean back. Okay, so just take a moment here. Roll the shoulders back, right? When we come to do this, a lot of times we kind of start to hunch in. really see if you can draw the shoulder blades together and then draw the belly button in. Right? You're like, what? It feels weird, right? But we don't want to suck our belly in like we're like posing for glamour shots. Do you guys remember that? I know you do. Yeah. Okay. Right? Like I can still talk, but my belly's just turned on here. All right. Come up onto the toes. And then you can start to float the feet when you're ready. So keep the chest nice and open, right? That's the challenge. You can hang out here with the hands connected, or maybe you start to reach the arms forward. Remember to breathe, right? Maybe smile. You got a nice view in front of you. If you want to extend the legs, you can extend them. Woo, take one more breath. Exhale, set the feet down and just let the back round over the legs because we're gonna do it again. so just take a few breaths. This is the last of the work, I promise. All right, so go ahead and make your way back up. We're gonna do it again. All right, so start with the hands behind you, find that little lean back, roll open the chest, belly is strong, float the feet when you're ready, okay? So you've got lots of options here. You can hang out here, you can reach the arms, you can straighten the legs, okay? If you're really feeling it, what I like to do is keep my knees bent up here and then lower down and extend the legs to like a canoe. Right? And then exhale as you come back up. Y'all are like, what? No?
It's like that flutter exercise.
I know. Y'all are like, that's so you can inhale lower if you want to try it. Exhale, come back up. Right? Inhale lower. It's the exhale that brings you back up. Let's try one more. If you want to try inhale lower. Exhale, bring it up. All right, stay here for the inhale. This time on your exhale, come onto your back. Bring the knees into the chest. Ah. Nicely done, guys. And just rock from side to side. Or maybe take some little circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. So whatever you like to do here. We're winding it down. Go ahead and take the arms out either to a T or maybe those cactus arms with the elbows bent, depending on how sandy you want to get. Right? What's that?
I'm like off the
I know, I am
on the
too.
sand. I'm like, wait, where am I on this?
And then just let the knees fall over to the left side of your mat. So we're coming in for a final twist here. That left hand can come onto the right thigh if you like. And then maybe you gaze over the right shoulder. Breath in, and as you exhale, draw everything back to center. Nice and slow. If you want to take a moment, rock side to side once again, you can. Sometimes it just feels nice. And whenever you're ready, the legs release over to the opposite side. Both shoulders connected to the earth. Take one more breath. And then exhale, bring everything back to center once again. Draw the knees back into the chest. Give them a little hug. This time we'll draw the forehead up towards the knees. Curl yourself into a nice tight little ball, bringing everything in. Take a full breath in here, and then exhale, release it all. Extend the legs. Coming into your final rest. Take any other movements that your body needs before you can settle in. And then once again, just allow the body, just give it over to the earth here, right? Allow that heaviness to happen. Feel the support of the sand below you. Maybe maybe take a moment, just tune into the waves. So connect with the sounds that are happening around you. There's nothing else you have to do in this moment but just be. Deepen the breath here. Taking a hand to the heart, then a hand to the belly. Just allow yourself to feel that breath. Feel it as it moves within you. Reconnect to the body, maybe wiggle the fingers, maybe the toes. If you like, you can take the arms over the head and just give yourself a nice big stretch. Reawakening. You're ready, either bending the knees, bringing yourself onto one side. You can pause there on your way up, or just making your way up as you like. Feet back in a comfortable seat. Moment with the eyes closed once again. Just notice how you're feeling now. End of class. How the breath is moving, how the body's feeling, what are those thoughts? Connect with all of it. Connect with the sounds around you. Just notice it all. Noticing how it makes you feel. The sun shining, the waves moving. Feeling gratitude for them. space, and draw the chin down towards the fingertips. Honoring yourself, honoring your practice, and honoring the light that shines within us all. Thanks for being here on our very first Saturday back for Beach Yoga. I appreciate you all for being here. Thanks for connecting with me and yourselves. Have a fantastic weekend.